What's going on, guys? Vince the Law Engineer here. We are at the Equip Expo 2022. We are at the ArborJet Ecologel booth here. I'm with Jim Spindler. Jim, how you doing?
Good, great.
Tell us a little bit about yourself and what you've got going on here.
Oh, well, thanks, Vince, for coming by our booth. I'm Jim Spindler. I'm the Director of Agronomy for Ecologel. I'm the guy that helps develop the fertilizers and make sure they're manufactured and answer a lot of questions on them. I have degrees in agronomy and forestry and soils and all that kind of stuff. So I have almost 40 years of experience in this industry with lawn care, with golf courses and all that. So really bring a lot of different products into this new lawn care do-it-yourself industry, things that traditionally for us were more sports field and golf course products and now become very popular with the lawn care industry and especially the do-it-yourselfers out there. And we're tickled pink to be expanding into that area, and I've enjoyed talking with many people either through the internet or when they call us and ask us questions. So thought we'd maybe start over here and tell you about a couple of our products. One of them everyone seems to know is our Hydrotain product. This is our water management product, and one of the ways we show how it works is by taking this powder that's a food grade material and putting it under a microscope. And as we sit here, and I'll blow on it, you see how it's pulling the moisture out of my breath and condensing it into drops of water. And we use that to demonstrate what everyone sees during drought periods and all, how Hydrotain, when you either take the liquid version or the granular version and apply it and water it into the soil, it's doing that, and it's condensing water in the soil like a cold drink gets condensation and allowing the plant to use it. So we can use half the water when we get into the droughts like we've had this last year in many parts of the country. Turf and plants survive a whole lot better.
Awesome. So here's a full suite of some of the products you've got here. You've also got this Enviroplex, BioMP, a few other things here. You want to talk a little bit about that?
Yes, the Enviroplexes are pretty unique humate product. It's got 22% humates in it. Most other products are 12 to 15%. And so we've developed a way of getting this at 22%, and it brings all the organic matter and all the positives that the carbon and the humates bring, with microbial activity, making nutrients more available, cation exchange capacity being bumped, and all that kind of stuff. So it's been becoming very popular. And on the commercial side, the professional side is part of our what we call our Arbor RX program, where we help improve soils for trees and shrubs and things that are really struggling. So this is one of the components in that. This other product that's become very popular is BioMP. It has a little bit of micronutrients, NPK in it, but its key component, it has almost 15% molasses in it. And that really helps boost the microbial activity in the soil. They really like that, and it helps break down thatch, get nutrient cycling going a lot better in the soil and things like that. So that's been becoming very popular. So these products can go out about once a month. The other product I don't have a jug here, but that a lot of people have gotten introduced to in this last couple months is a product called Foreplay. It has Hydrotain in it, it has our seaweed extract, it has a wetting agent, it has the humate in it. So that all together, and we call it the ultimate spot remover for dry spots. And the other thing I didn't really talk about too much was the Cider Grow, and that's been a DIY favorite too for stimulating roots. Go out at a very low application and it grows roots, mass and depth, and it really helps with a lot of your what we call abiotic stresses, drought, heat, salt, things like that in those areas. It really helps the plants survive that. So, and we have a whole suite of other products, but those are the ones we really see of a lot of interest with the do-it-yourselfers.
And then you have your ArborJet tools here, which are pretty neat and interesting. What can you tell us about some of this?
And some of these are pretty new. This one here, and we're going to go outside and demonstrate it for you in a little bit, but this is a soil injector that's hooked up, and many of you guys know this Flow Zone, the backpack sprayer with the
Typhoon 2.5 there?
Yeah, and we have developed patents and everything to hook it up to this. This product will then suck the nutrient solution out of the tank It has a piston, it brings it in, and then under high pressure, it injects it into the soil up to 6 inches deep. So we can go in a pattern around a tree and inject fertilizers, BioMP, Cider Grow, Enviroplexes, any number of things that the soil really needs to improve, and that's part of our Arbor RX program.
And that's a nice portable unit, you know, one-man job. You don't need to drag extra hose from a truck.
And it's used for things also like plant growth regulators, like the shortstop that ArborJet makes that helps trees and shrubs reduce their growth and improves density and things. The other thing that ArborJet invented here is what's called a QuickJet Air, where with professional grade pesticides you can inject a tree. Sort of like we get an injection when we get a disease or a bug. This can inject into the tree with a plug very safely and cleanly for the environment. So it brings in the chemical, injects it into the tree, and then it goes up through the tree. And you can see that it's coming up through the vascular tissue of the tree. This was invented by ArborJet as well as these plugs. And what's nice about the plugs is they don't allow the chemical to drip back out. So it stays in the tree, you're not wasting any, and it stays in the tree and goes up to the vascular system. Sort of like when we get an injection, the medicine goes throughout our body and helps us out. The final thing, which is something we added last year, is what's called the Supersonic Air Knife. And that's under high pressure will excavate soil from things like roots, from irrigation pipes, from all sorts of things that won't damage them. So you'll see in the video like there, it just rotated out, but you'll see outside where under very high pressure, this can excavate the soil out of even compacted soils without damaging roots, pipes, and things like that. Has become very popular on the professional level.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for sharing everything.
You're
here.
welcome.
Really appreciate it.
I want to thank Zach Peterson, our rep from
Thank you, Zach.
Milwaukee, for helping us.
And there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and thank you for joining.